Hey, Michelle and Alexis here. So today is Saturday the 16th, and 2 days ago on March 14th was Pi Day, and we were struggling to find a way to talk about the concept of pi with Alexis because she's 4.5, so obviously you can't get super detailed into what pi actually is, but we didn't want to take the route of like only talking about here's a circle, let's eat pizza or a pie or whatever. We didn't want to simplify it quite that much, although we did eat pizza on Pi Day. I wanted to talk a little bit about how young kids can start to understand the concept of pi. So Alexis is here to help me out. Can you tell me the two main words you learned for Pi Day?
Diameter and circumference.
For those of you who can't hear people who whisper, she said diameter and circumference. Do you remember what this is? Which one is that? Circumference, yes. Do you remember what this one is?
Diameter.
Diameter. All right, so we got those two down. So we first started with a plate, but we also collected, can you help show a couple of these? We collected a bunch of circles because the cool thing about pi is that it applies to any size circle, right? So we collected some circles. I mean, it technically applies to any true circle. But we got lots of circles here. And we just started out using a plate because we didn't have a lot of fancy items to use. So what we first did was we measured the diameter. So just in case, the diameter is from the center, straight through the center. Hi, Aunt Marion. So you want to measure from here to here, going through the center, and that's your diameter. Obviously, half of that is your radius, right? So we then measured it with a piece of paper. Now, the concept, the general 4-year-old to probably 7 or 8-year-old, hey, I'm Marion, you watching? So the general concept is that the diameter will go around the circle 3.14 times, right? So we take our diameter, we make a little mark on the plate or whatever you're using. Obviously there are so many ways that you could do this, but this is just the one. This is just what we had on us. And you measure it, and then you make another little line right here to denote your first diameter is complete. We actually have that line right here. Then you take whatever your little measuring tool is, something flexible, and you mark to the next little line. And then you do the same thing one more time. And the kids are able to see that it goes around 3 times, but there's a little bit left over. And that little bit left over is your 0.14, right? So it only goes around those full 3 times. What is that? There's a sock here, not a circle. Why are you giving me a sock? So obviously they're not going to understand the full value of pi, but you can go into more detail than just saying like let's find round things and talk about them, or let's eat pie, or let's eat pizza, which of course is fun and you can incorporate that too, but but you can get into a lot more detail, and they can start to learn some of the concepts. I'm going to raise that up because your underwear is showing. They can start to understand some of the concepts surrounding pi. So like you heard Alexa say at the beginning, she understands the words of circumference and diameter now and what those represent in the circle. She understands that this, or this, or this, or this, those are always the circumference, and this is always the diameter running through the center of the circle, right? And no matter what size circle you have, your diameter will always only go around 3.14 times. Now, I found a couple of fun facts about pi that I just wanted to share with you.
About sticking feet at.
Oh, my nails are nice. Thank you. Bye. To talk about these, it's the first Rowdies match of the season. I'm super excited to be representing the Tampa Bay Rowdies right here. So, thank you for the tickles. Do you want to hold any of our circles really quick? Okay. So, one of the first fun facts about pi, these were from, what is it, factretriever.com. Number one.
Sticking feet at.
You're silly. So we can never truly measure the circumference or the area of a circle because we can never truly know the value of pi. Pi is an irrational number, meaning its digits go on forever in a seemingly randomly sequence.
One number.
Are you all done with this video?
No.
Okay, then you have to be quiet. Okay? Thank you. If you would like a plate, you can have one. Number two, pi is the most recognized mathematical concept in the world. Scholars often consider pi the most important and intriguing number in all of mathematics. Number three, in the Greek alphabet, pi is the 16th letter. In the English alphabet, P is also the 16th letter. That's funny. Number four, the first six digits of pi. Would you like to leave?
No.
Okay. Then it's quiet time for the rest of the video. The first six digits of pi, 314159, appear in order at least 6 times among the first 10 million decimal places of pi. And the fifth is that Pi Day is celebrated on March 14th. You're right, we forgot about the soccer shot circle. Like I said, pi works with any circle. It's celebrated on March 14th, which was chosen because it resembles 3.14. The official celebration begins at 1:59 p.m. to make an appropriate 3.14159 when combined with the date. And Albert Einstein was also born on Pi Day in 1879. So, I'm going to hope that the sack is clean. I'm not sure why we have a sock in here. But like I said, Alexis is 4.5. She understands the concept of circumference and diameter and understands that the diameter goes around the circumference 3.14 times. So you can get a little bit more creative in teaching the younger kids how to understand. Why are there socks by my head? Teaching the kids how to understand pi a little bit better. So I hope that was helpful. We have some fun little experiments running in our house at any given time. If you would like to learn more of them, just message me. Otherwise, have a fantastic afternoon and evening. If you'll be at the Rowdies match tonight in St. Pete, then maybe I'll see you there.
And maybe you'll see sock there.
Hopefully we won't see the sock there, but do you have anything else to talk about?
You'll see the sock.
Alright, this sock is apparently fascinating. Have a great afternoon and a great weekend.
The sock
Bye.
is really